My next guest is a well-known supermodel, celebrity chef, restaurateur, and lifestyle expert. Nothing slipped by her until one day the news came. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. With the help of her husband, Dan, she is determined to stay happy. Here's her story.
If you have Alzheimer's, it doesn't just go away.
It's tough.
It's tough, but it's not the worst thing that can happen.
You expect and always think that the person will operate at their zenith, especially B, who has the abilities to do so many different things over the course of her life.
In the beginning, when it was, starting to happen with me, I didn't get it. I have a true rock. My best friend.
When you think about Alzheimer's, you got to put a line in the sand and make a difference. I'm believing the one rule. If it could help one person, then it's worthwhile.
Well, joining me is B. Smith, her husband Dan, along with my good friend Dr. Freda Lewis-Hall, Chief Medical Officer of Pfizer. So welcome, everyone.
Thank you. This is my new best friend.
Well, let me tell you, she is our best friend as well. We just love it when she is here. So, B, what is the most difficult thing for you in your daily life?
The most difficult in my daily life, I have a tendency of sometimes doing a little too much.
And Sweetie has a problem at times, remembering things, which is part of the journey that we're on.
Dr. Freda, what does it mean when you're diagnosed with Alzheimer's?
Being diagnosed with Alzheimer's means you've been diagnosed with the most common form of dementia that you're likely to experience, as Dan mentioned, memory loss, loss of thinking and language ability, changes in personality and mood, and that is severe enough that it has an impact on your ability to manage your daily tasks. It also means that you've been diagnosed with a disease that is both progressive and irreversible.
Mm-hmm. Are the things that trigger this?
We really don't understand the cause completely yet. What we do believe is that genetics is at play, and we believe that because we know that people who have parents or siblings with Alzheimer's, they're more likely to get it.
Yeah. Are there other risk factors besides the genetics?
There are two major risk factors. The first is age, and the second is gender. So if you take 85-year-olds, for example, 1 in 3 persons at that age have Alzheimer's.
Oh, really?
And the risk is higher for women. About 2/3 of the people that have Alzheimer's are women.
Is that right?
Yes.
What's been the scariest moment?
Scariest moment for me was a normal bus trip that my wife would take from our home into Manhattan, and she got off the stop before the last stop, before I would meet her. And for 17 hours, she walked up and down the streets of Manhattan in 35-plus degree weather while it was raining, sleeting, and snowing.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Doctor, what are some of the warning signs?
Memory loss and personality changes, poor judgment, forgetting things, asking the same questions over and over and over again.
Will you see mood changes as well?
Many times you see mood changes and what we call mood lability, feeling happy at one moment and then changing very quickly.
Well, being a caregiver certainly can be tough. So what should people in that role do?
So caregiving is really tough. So the first thing is keep tapping into courage, to faith, to love, to patience. A lot of times caregivers feel that they should do everything and they feel guilty if they don't.
Yes.
They have to take care of themselves. That is so very important. Ask others around them for help. That's critical. And then the third thing, make sure you stay on top of new advances in the disease around new research, new management, new resources. All of those things are important to really stay in pace with. And, of course, we say that there's a good start to get that information on gethealthystayhealthy.com. I want to add one other thing because we didn't really talk about this. We have to have people more aware. We have to have people involved in clinical trials. It's really important. I just want to congratulate them for picking that up on top of everything else that they're dealing with.
Dr. Phil, I've learned people need to talk to people, that getting advice or counseling or therapy is not something to shy away from or to be shunned. That's what Alzheimer's is for many people. The only way that we can make this thing go away is by talking about it and not being ashamed of something you have no control over.
Yeah. And B, you're completely comfortable talking about it, right?
I am. I'm not quite sure why, but for years, I've done all the things that I'm doing now,
Right.
and I still want to go out and help other people, and I'm still doing it.
Yeah. Well, you two wrote a book about your true love, family, dedication, and hope. And it's creating awareness of Alzheimer's with the goal to one day beat this deadly disease.
We can, and we will.
And we want everyone in the audience to get a chance to read it for themselves. It's called Before I Forget. And everyone in the audience is going to go home with a copy of Dan's book. So congratulations on that, and thank you for taking the time to do that. And you should be really proud of this book, B. I mean, I really hope you are. I really hope you are. I want to thank all of my guests today, especially Dr. Freda Lewis-Hall.